Yes, I have lash extensions and I look very cute. I am studying for my Spanish exam right now. I'm literally like 15 minutes into studying and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. This is my second last exam in life, hopefully. My peach tea. It's almost midnight. And yeah, today has been, my Sundays are long days for me because, hold on, I'm breathing. Okay, Sundays are my longest days because I work at one of my jobs from 1:30 to 6, but you know, I have to leave at 12:30. So I'm basically like starting, like I have to be out of the house at 12:30 and then I don't come back until 10 because my job is from 1:30 to 6 and then I have to travel, and by the time I get to my second job, I got to start my second job, and that is from 7 to 10. So I work 8.5 hours on Sunday and then I come home, maybe eat something, and now I'm doing my schoolwork. And I'm just like tired. I want to watch Crave. Been watching a new show on Crave. And yeah. Also, like, somebody like voice noted me today and they were kind of passive aggressive, and it didn't put me off completely. Sometimes when people are passive aggressive or a bit mean, or I interpret it that way, it puts me off for the entire day. Like, I'm out for the day. I'm out. But today I was like, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt because she's very nice. She's a very nice girly pop. But I was like, sorry to bother you. Like, I won't ask you to again. Because I asked her for a favor and then she was just like, blah, 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 and I was like, sorry. I won't be an inconvenience again. Also, I feel like these eyelash extensions make me look like I belong in either OnlyFans or like Whoville. No in between. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have the face for that. Anyways, so yeah. And right now, we're just in a transitional period right now because we have $50 in our checking, but we're coming up close to getting a full-time job. We're coming up close. Interviewing here and there, you know. But at the same time, we want to act. But there's no such thing as acting full-time because, like, you'll film a project and then you're out. You know, like, art is temporary and so therefore are the jobs. So you have to have some kind of, like, stability in the meantime. So that's what we're looking for. But the dilemma with that is, like, you want to dedicate time to your craft, but you also need to be able to eat and live in a place, you know? So it's like, the more comfortably you want to live, it's almost like regularly, the further you get away from, like, working on your craft. So it's kind of like, it's finding that balance, you know? And yeah, so it's just an interesting spot right now. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, gosh, I was so rich 2 years ago. Like, me in second year university, guys, like, nothing until something else beats it. But, like, my peak year, I feel like, was 2023. And obviously, when October 7th happened, everything went downhill. But 2023, prior October 7th, was, like, peak year. And then when October 7th happened, everything went downhill. But also, like, I had an extreme glow up. Not extreme. I feel like I've had another glow up recently. But, like, I had a glow up and I met my mans. So, but yeah, I was so rich in 2023, you guys. Like, I had so much money, and I never had $50 in my bank account. So we're in our transitional period right now from like, I can't even buy bread right now, so I'm making flatbread with flour and water on my stove. But it's like I'm also interviewing for jobs that would, do me well. But I also think I like subconsciously might hate myself, and like I prevent myself from having good spending habits. So even if I did get a really good salary, it's like I feel like I wouldn't be able to know what to do with it. Yeah. But anyways, Lashes by Shireen, Beauty by Shireen, Richmond Hill. I modeled for her, so this is my first time doing lashes. And she did a great job. Everyone's been complimenting them, and I don't feel anything. Like, I don't feel a difference. I'm not itchy. I'm not irritated. So, 10 out of 10. When she did my makeup once, when I modeled for her in December, I made a video because I was like, I was gonna be done with school, but then my exam got postponed to the day after. So I was like, I got all this good makeup done, and I had to stay home and study for my Spanish exam, like I'm literally doing right now. And it's a cycle. But yeah, guys. So we're just in our transitional period today, and yeah, I'm just thinking about like the passive aggressiveness from today, because usually, I'm actually worse with it. I'm always like, oh, so she hates me and I'm never going to see her again. Okay. Well, maybe it doesn't have to be like that, but also like, you never know. You never know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, I feel like this is just a really transitional time for me where I'm like, I haven't been feeling like myself recently. I've been feeling very poor, okay? And before you're like, oh, but you just got lashes, and yeah, they were free because I modeled, okay? I just been feeling very poor recently, and I feel like I'm not myself. Which you might be like, oh, Emily, like, there's actual poor people. And like, I get it, but also it's like $50 in checking, $200 in savings, like, like, I can claim that. I can claim to be on the low end right now, okay? But my friends are so great. Like, literally, I went out with my friends yesterday to a place where, like, it's like half bar, half club, half food, and like, you don't have to pay to get in, so. And I asked my friend to try their drink, and my boyfriend was like, if you want anything, like, I'll get you something. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. If you want anything, I'll get you something. And I was like, that's so nice. And then I literally have coins, like change in my wallet. And I was like so hungry the other day. And I was like, I'm going to go to the corner store and see what I can get with my coins. And I didn't have enough coins for chips. Chips were $6.77. I have $5 in coins. So I was like, guess that's it for me today. No snack for me. But my roommate was there, and bless her heart, she bought me the snack. She bought me the chip, which is very nice of her. So we're just going through a transitional period, which I've said a million times by now. But yeah, just like feeling poor is the vibe right now. But looking good regardless, like looking good but feeling poor, but hopefully finding a job so we don't feel poor anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, so lots to study for, lots to go over, but we're filming something which is pretty cool, which will come out in October. And I have to like figure that out because I have a schedule conflict with 2 days of my my job, one of my jobs, for filming something. But hopefully it's gonna be okay, because like I'm gonna be on TV. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, today's vibe was, it was sunny, which is a plus. Okay, if it's sunny, I'm already like a little bit on the happier side. But someone was passive aggressive. But I made money. But I'm not touching that until like weeks from now. And I have to study for something. And I feel really stupid when I study for Spanish, because it's really frustrating when you're working with like a computer system that asks you a question and then it has already generated like one answer, when it's like, depending on the context, it could be both ways. Like you could conjugate this way or that way, but you have it written down only one way, so you're marking me as wrong, and then I feel stupid and I don't actually know if I'm good at this or not, you know? Yeah. So it's like a weird vibe tonight. I wish my roommate was here, because I'm going to go to bed feeling weird and alone and lonely, and I wish somebody was here so I didn't feel so lonely. So I could distract myself from how I'm actually feeling, which is a little bit lost, a little bit confused, a little bit, you know, poor. Not actually, but like, okay, I wouldn't say I'm poor, because I'm not poor. I'm not poor. But my bank account says that I'm broke. But my face says that I'm upper middle class. So, do you see why I'm confused? Anyways, thank you so much for listening to my rant. Yeah. But it's going to get better. Obviously, it's going to totally get better. And now I have to go back to studying, but